Hi, Marina.
Hi, Liat. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Great. Okay. As an expert in teaching manifestation, how is it that even though we do everything by the book, we still might not get the results we want in life? And before you give us an answer, I know that one of the main mottos you hold in life, if I may say, is the the slogan, where your focus goes, energy flows. And I also know that you have it on the screen of your phone, so it must be very, very meaningful to you in the world of manifestation.
Yes, that's true. That it is the logo on my phone, and the reason that I put it there is every time I open my phone, which we do, I don't know, probably 1,000 times a day, I want to remember exactly this. And there are many different reasons why we don't succeed in creating what we want, but focus and attention is one of the main reasons that we do not succeed in creating the life that we want, achieving our goals and dreams. We have a choice every time I turn on my iPhone, or every time I choose to do something or to think of something or put my attention on something, whether I put my attention on something that works or something that doesn't work. And that is the essence of this sentence. It doesn't matter what's going on in my life and whether things are going well or not. I always have a choice. Where do I put my attention? Where do I put my focus? And the problem is, or the way we were all taught, is that reality is an objective event that is going on outside of us. And we have no or very little effect on reality. And everything we go through, everything we feel or think or do is a result of this reality, a reaction to an outside objective reality. And one of the things that we know today from quantum physics, from the two slides experiments, is that there is such a thing called the observer effect. And what this effect means is that we always thought of an experiment or reality, something that is objective, something that is happening regardless of what we do, regardless of what we think, regardless of what we believe, or regardless of what the result we want of this experiment to
To
create,
be.
to
Mhm.
happen. And what this experiment showed us is that the observer, the one that is actually doing the experiment, is influencing the result of the experiment, which is in science is more or less in opposed to everything we ever believed of what science is, because science is supposed to be objective. It's supposed to be
Mhm.
a repeatable results no matter who does the experiment. And what this experiment showed us, and this effect, is that if I expect to get a result, I will get it. I will receive.
As the certain result you expected.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. Hmm.
And what it really means, and I think we're still very far of really implementing the deep understanding of this effect, is there is no objective reality outside of us. There is no objective experiment that we can implement. And
Hmm.
everything from an experiment to our life, which is a big experiment that we all go through, is a result of what we expect to happen,
Hmm.
of what we think should happen, or where our attention goes. And when you understand that, you understand that it's not that, something is happening outside and then I choose how to react. That's one of the things that we were taught in positive psychology, that
Hmm.
yeah, reality is tough, reality is out there, but you can choose how you react to this. You can think positively, you can think, you want good things, you can look at things from a positive outlook and feel differently.
Hmm.
What we talk about here is something far, far more important, and really, I don't have even the word to express how deep it changes our life and reality. It's not just, okay, the reality is out there and I choose to feel differently or think. The thing is not that there's something, some event going on out there, and we can have a different interpretation for this event, and thus we feel different. The
Mm-hmm.
the reality that we talk about here is that when I focus on different things, when I have in my mind, in my body, in my feelings, something different, some different vibration, I
Mm-hmm.
create a different reality. It's not just the explanation I give to this. It's not just what I think about this. It's not just how I interpret this or how I feel about what's going on. Is that my feeling is actually, or my expectation is what actually creates that reality. And that changes the reason and the result. Here, the reason or the factor is out there,
Uh,
and the result, or what I feel is within me, it is following the reality.
yes.
When we really understand this sentence, where your focus goes energy flows, is that what's going on within me will be reflected in the
Mm-hmm.
outside reality.
Mm-hmm.
And so I look at this as really, it's my north star. It means that everything out there is merely a reflection of what I hold within me, not just how I interpret what is already happening, but what is going to happen is a result of what I will choose to entertain within me. So for me, is really having the attention, having the intention of
Mm-hmm.
holding within me the things that I want to see out there in reality or in this outside world, because I choose to hold them first within my own vibration, within my thoughts, within my beliefs, within my emotions. And when I actually go out and do something, or,
Mm-hmm.
I go out to the world and create some sort of change, it comes first from what I hold within me and hope to receive, or no, even it's much more than hope. It's what I know it will create in my
Mm-hmm.
reality.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Wow.
thing is, most of us, even in the little things in life, we are focusing of what's not working. Even when you go to therapy or self-help, we talked about this, or going to some sort of consultant, usually what you focus on are your problems. And we have this in every area of our life. When you want to lose weight, you focus on the weight you have, on your bad habits, on, what's not working. And what it creates is more things that are not working for you and more weight that you actually gain through the diets that you do. Or it works with money, and we'll elaborate about this later. And mostly when we want more money, we actually focus on what we don't have, or on the
Mm-hmm.
negative, or then the red in the bank, or we have too much expenses. And what that creates is more energy going to the things that we want to stop creating. And same with health. When we have some sort of disease or pain, we are so focused on the disease, on the pain, or on what's not working. We're so busy thinking of how am I going to get rid of this, instead of the health or the final result I want to create, because it seems to so far away, and it's not, quote unquote, my reality, right? Because my reality now is that I'm sick. And
Mm-hmm.
when we only focus on what's right here and what is not working, and why is it not working, and we are so busy with that, the only thing that we can create is more of that. And when we really, really understand that we have the ability to shift energy, to change the vibration of our reality, because reality is only vibration, and the only
Mm-hmm.
vibration that we can meet in reality is the
Mm-hmm.
one that we have within us.
Mm-hmm.
So when we understand that when we hold within us the vibration of what's not working, the focus of not what's not working, we can only create more things that are not working. And we all see that, that when you focus on pain, when you focus on, health issues
Mm-hmm.
or lack
Mm-hmm.
of money or lack
Mm-hmm.
of relationship,
Mm-hmm.
you just create more and more of the same.
Of the
And
same. Mm-hmm.
more often than not, we think that it's something wrong within us. I keep creating this. This is my bad luck. This is my karma. This is, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, my story, my heritage. But
Mm-hmm.
that's not the thing. The thing is that I let this reality that it was created from something, maybe karma,
Mm-hmm.
maybe bad luck, maybe
Mm-hmm.
family, but it's what we see in our present is only a reflection of the energy or the attention we held in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And if we want to change the present and the future, we have right now the ability to choose to hold a different focus and create different results.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. So I just want to see if I understood you correctly. In other words, what you're saying is that if I, whatever I put my attention on, whether it's something positive or negative, we will get the same results. Another thing is I notice is that it gives us a responsibility. As you say, always we can manifest our future or our life, but here we have the responsibility of making changes and it's in our hands. And it's not on something from the outside. We can take the responsibility, but what's more important here, from what you're saying, is that there's the ability to do so. We can choose to take it or not, but we can always put our attention, or as you say, our focus on what we want to create in life.
Exactly,
And
exactly. And responsibility is response ability. It's our ability to respond to reality. And our responsibility is our ability to respond. And I
to
believe
respond.
that
Mhm.
our greatest power is this free choice. It is so connected to the way I see what we came here to do. I believe that we are the creators of our own reality. And I believe we came here to be able to choose how our life is going to unfold. And in order to have this ability, we have to have duality. And duality is having something and the lack of it, and
Mhm.
health and disease, and money and lack. What we have is always the two sides of the same reality. And reality is only reacting to what we hold because of the free choice that we have. Because if reality had a pretendency to go to one side or the other, we wouldn't really have free choice. So
Mhm.
reality just reflects to us what's within us. And, one of the things that people, start to understand this concept, they think like it's some sort of punishment, or, that the
Mhm.
universe or reality is showing us what's wrong with us, or or karma as a punishment. The way I see it is it's just a reflection. It's never a punishment. It's never like, okay, you did something wrong, so you deserve to get something wrong. It just, the essence of karma is the cause and the effect. What happened is, since we are living in a free world and a free choice world, we can always choose one side or the other, and reality will perfectly mirror to us which side we chose. So we can go back inside and ask ourselves, okay, did I choose the side that I want to live in, or the other one? The way I see it, that's the only essence what reality really is. It's just a
Oh.
reflection of what you hold inside. So you will be able to go back and ask, okay, do I like this reflection? So you
Mhm.
don't break the mirror. You
Yeah.
just go back inside and
Yes.
say,
Mhm.
okay, I
Mhm.
think something within me is still not aligned, or still focusing of what's not working, of what I don't want to create. And thus I keep creating more of that. So how can I change this?
Oh, wow, it's a beautiful, a beautiful explanation. It gives us the opportunity to take responsibility and to be the creators or the ones who weave a better life for ourselves. So
Exactly.
thank you so much, Liat, for this beautiful episode.
Thank you, Marina.